Hi, Mr. Unkert here, and in this video I'm going to look at an example do now that may help you for the fourth week do nows that we're doing currently in my mathematics classes. So we've got this first problem here. This one is a level 1 problem. We have the square root of the quantity 6x minus 3 equals 5 minus x, and the question, which of the following is a solution set to the equation above? We have a potential solution set of 0 for A. For B, we have 1 and 2. For C, we have 2. And for D, we have 0 and 1. And I'm going to start by testing out 0, because if that does not work, then we can eliminate 2 answers. And if it does work, we can also eliminate 2 answers. So I'm going to go up here, create a new equation, and we'll plug in 0. So 6 times 0 minus 3 equals 5 minus 0. Okay, let's work this out. So 6 times 0 is 0, so we have 0 minus 3, and then 5 minus 0 is 5. Now, when I'm looking at this, 0 minus 3 is a negative number. That means we'll have a negative number under the square root sign, and that means we'll have an imaginary number. An imaginary number cannot equal a real number, so 0 does not work. I'm going to cross out any answer that has 0 in it. Okay, so that leaves 2 potential solutions. I know 2 has to work, so I'm not going to test that. But 1 can either work, and then the choice would be B, or 1 could not work, and the choice would be C. So let's plug in 1. So we'll do 6 times 1 minus 3 equals 5 minus 1. Okay, and 6 times 1 is 6, so 6 minus 3, does that equal 5 minus 1, which is 4? Keep going. 6 minus 3 is the square root of 3. And I'm going to stop right there because the square root of 3 is an irrational number, meaning it's non-terminating and non-repeating, and the decimal goes on forever. So that's not going to equal the whole number 4. So number 1 is out. And that means that C is our solution. So C works, okay? So let's go on to the next one now. All right, this next one we have, if R over S equals 7, what is 6S over R? So another way I can write R over S equals 7 is R over S equals 7 over 1, okay? And then I can see that R would, when R equals 7, well, S would have to equal 1. Now, it doesn't mean R equals 7 or S equals 1. It just means that R is 7 times the size of S, okay? But we can use that to plug into the other equation because we have both S and R, so we can use them, and they're over each other. So we can plug in and write 6 times 1, oops, that's not what I wanted. All right, 6 times 1 over 7, which is going to equal 6 over 7. So 6 over 7 is our solution to the second one. All right, in our third problem, we have f of x equals 5x minus 2 and h of x equals 5 minus 2 times f of x, and we're wondering what h of 3 is. Well, since f of x is in the function h of x, we need to figure out what f of 3 is first. So f of 3 is going to equal 5 times 3 minus 2. 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 minus 2 is 13. So f of 3 is 13. Now let's find h of 3. So h of 3 is going to be 5 minus 2 times f of 3. which is equal to 5 minus 2 times 13. Now with order of operations, we're going to do the multiplication first. So we're going to have 5 minus 26. 5 minus 26 is negative 21. And that's our solution for that particular problem. Okay, on to the fourth one. 113 people walk into a room with 25 tables. If some of the tables sit 4 people and the rest of the tables sit 5 people, and all the tables are filled to capacity and everyone gets a seat, how many tables sit 4 people? All right, we're going to set up 2 equations here. So my first equation, I'm going to say, well, first I'm going to specify some variables. So I'm going to say x equals the number of tables that sit 4 people. So we'll be solving for x. And y equals the number of tables that sit 5 people. Okay, so we're going to say that x plus y must equal the total number of tables. So x plus y must equal 25, which is the total number of tables. And 4, so 4 people times every x times all the tables that sit 4 people, plus 5 people times all the tables that sit 5 people is going to equal 113 people. Now again, we're solving for x, so I'm going to go here and take this here and change it to y equals 25 minus x by subtracting x from both sides. And I'm going to take this value, 25 minus x, and put it in for y here. So I'm going to rewrite this equation. 4x plus 5 times 25 minus x equals 113. All right, now I'm going to distribute the 5, meaning I'm going to multiply it by 25 and the negative x here. And when I do that, I'm going to get 4x plus 125 minus 5x equals 113. Now I'm going to combine like terms and get negative x plus 125 equals 113. I'm now going to subtract 125 from both sides and get negative x equals negative 12. Dividing both sides by negative 1, I get x equals 12. So I can say that 12 tables sit 4 people, which is what the question was asking. I hope this helps for the do nows for this week. If you have questions, please ask me in class or email me at my school email. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.